The co-founders of Home Care Heroes, Matt and Jenna Leo, they join us now. Thank you so much for coming in, guys.
Thank you.
Now, Matt, this whole idea came about because of you having to care for your own parents, didn't it?
That's right. So at the age of 26, Jenna and I became the young carers for both my parents. After my dad was diagnosed with cancer, my mom became his primary carer. While she was looking after him, she developed a vicious brain virus called encephalitis. So she went into a coma, woke up 3 weeks later and had lost all her capabilities. The biggest problem for us didn't become the personal care or the medical care. It was actually finding a way for them to engage in the community, make friends and have fun again. And we had a friend who was a school teacher, and there was one day a week that she decided she'd take out my parents to the beach, and she saw how stressed we were, and it was a huge relief for both us and my parents. And social isolation became so real for us, and that's why now we're really trying to make an effort to raise awareness around social isolation. And on 26th of July, anyone in the community who wants to get involved and help us out can email us and join our efforts.
It's a great cause, no doubt about that. So how do people, how does it work, you know, getting younger people to help out those who are lonely?
Yeah, so it's not just younger people, it's anyone in the community who wants to make a difference and wants to build a relationship. So they come to us, create a profile, and on our website, homecareheroes.com.au, but we also have a really great customer team, so they can also call us over the phone.
So it sort of works a little bit like Uber, doesn't it? You set up a profile, you link people together who are in the same locations. And the carers, I mean, it's not free, is it? They are being paid for their work?
Yes, because their time is valuable and they are doing something that is really valuable.
Sorry, is it just for the elderly?
No, it's for anyone who might be socially isolated. So whether that's someone with a disability or whether that's someone who's broken an arm or just come out of hospital, it's really for anyone.
I mean, we're talking about some of the most vulnerable people in our society here. What steps are in place to ensure that they're not taken advantage of? How are they protected?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's really important for us to get heroes in the community that we would want looking after our own families. So everybody who comes on board does have to do an assessment. Then they come in for a face-to-face induction and training. And then we do 3 references, and plus working with children's check and police check is mandatory.
And is this all part of the National Disability Insurance Scheme?
We are registered providers under the NDIS, but we help a lot of our members. Because we're so affordable, we've made it, because my parents weren't eligible for government funding, we wanted to make it accessible for anyone in the community. So we do have people under the NDIS, but we have a lot of people that don't even have funding and just want support on the side. That can go a long way.
I'll tell you what, this is a great idea. At the moment, you're just in Sydney, is that correct?
Correct.
All the way. Central Coast and Newcastle.
Okay,
yeah.
so can we see this growing? I mean, can you see this eventually going global?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because loneliness is a human issue. It's not just a local issue.
But how do you find the people who are suffering from loneliness react to having, you know, such great company like that?
Yeah, well, for my dad, right, he was a grumpy old man, and I love him to death. But
Careful, Jenna, because you know that he's going to turn into his father.
But he was very resilient to receiving help, and whenever I said the word carer, he would turn red. And so that's why when we had our friend helping out, it felt like he was okay with that, because he didn't feel like it was a carer looking after him. He was out with a friend, and that really resonated with him. So we just went with, wow, she's our hero, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And how many people do you have on board now?
So we've had over 4,500 people sign up to become a hero, which is incredible. And we have 700 active right now.
Unbelievable, guys. Well, well done.
Thank you.
Well done. A great idea. I love meeting young entrepreneurs who are doing good, which is you guys. So thank you.
Thanks so much for having us.
Pleasure.
It's a pleasure.